suspect that will become even closer with you as we deepen what is already a vital partnership between Finland and the United States. Thank you.
Thank you. And first I want to thank Secretary of State, Mr. Blinken, my good friend Tony, for this opportunity to again meet here in Washington and discuss and exchange views in today's meeting. I think we had an excellent discussion. We highly value our close cooperation between Finland and the United States. As discussed today, we look forward to further deepening our bilateral engagement and continuing our close consultations on key foreign and security policy questions. The main topics today were the security situation in Europe, Finland's NATO membership application, and the war in Ukraine. First, a couple of words about our application. Finland submitted on May 18th, at the same time with Sweden, our application for NATO membership. Finland's decision to apply for NATO membership is based on a comprehensive democratic process and strong support from the people. Finland's accession to NATO would strengthen the security and stability of Northern Europe, as well as wider transatlantic security. Finland is a security provider and would further strengthen NATO as an ally. We are very grateful for the unwavering and strong support from the United States for our NATO membership bid. We look forward to taking our excellent relationship to a new level as a NATO ally. Turkey has raised questions in conjunction with Finland's and Sweden's membership applications. It is understandable that different issues may be raised by different allies along the process. Finland has been in active contact with Turkey. I have been visiting Turkey twice this spring at different levels regarding our NATO membership bid. We wish to continue our constructive dialogue with the allies and are ready to continue discussing the outstanding issues with Turkey. We take every NATO member's concerns seriously. With Turkey, we are now in an open, direct and constructive dialogue process to clarify all issues. This is important. We highly appreciate the strong support from the allies along the process. We also hope for a swift ratification of our membership once the accession protocol has been signed. Then a couple of words about Russia and Ukraine. Finland strongly condemns the Russian war of aggression in Ukraine. We continue to urge Russia to stop the military actions immediately. We are strongly supporting Ukraine both nationally and through the European Union. Finland's support to Ukraine includes humanitarian assistance, development cooperation, and material and arms assistance. Ordinary Finns have also shown great solidarity with Ukraine and Ukrainians who have fled to Finland, as mentioned by Tony. Russia's war in Ukraine is an attack against the entire European security order. It's a grave breach of international law and a violation of the Charter of the United Nations. Russia is flagrantly violating international law in Ukraine. We need to ensure accountability for war crimes. Finland supports the investigation by the International Criminal Court, ICC, by granting financial support and by seconding experts. The EU and the United States have shown extraordinary speed, determination and unity as a response to Russia's actions, including extensive sanctions. Sanctions have been powerful and hit Russia hard. I wish to thank the United States for an exceptional collaboration. Finland is ready to move forward with new sanctions and to consider all options, including energy. New EU sanctions package is being prepared. On multilateral fora, Finland continues its close cooperation with partners and is actively discussing the key matters, for example, global food security, as discussed and has been raised by the United States. We also thank the United States for active global outreach. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us this afternoon. We will now take a question from each side, beginning with Shannon from ABC News.
Thank you. On expanding NATO, have you seen any progress towards getting Turkey on board? And what are you willing to do? What demands are you willing to satisfy in order to move that process along? Also, secondly, Mr. Secretary, you spoke with your Ukrainian counterpart today about security assistance. Is supplying American long-range missile systems on the table?
Thank you. I think as you heard from the Foreign Minister, Finland and Sweden are working directly with Turkey to address some of the concerns that it raised. We're also talking to Turkey. I saw the Turkish Foreign Minister in New York about a week ago, and those conversations continue. I don't want to characterize the conversations beyond saying that, first, there is a very strong consensus in NATO for the admission of Finland and Sweden, and I remain confident that we will work through this process swiftly and that things will move forward with both countries. As Pekka said, it is a process. In that process, countries raise concerns that they may have. We work through them. That's what Finland and Sweden are doing right now with Turkey, and I'm confident that this will move forward. With regard to security assistance to Ukraine, yes, I spoke to my counterpart, Dmytro Kuleba, this morning. We speak regularly, and this is a constant conversation about the, among other things, the needs that Ukraine has to make sure that it has in hand what it needs to deal with the Russian aggression, as well as ultimately to strengthen the hand that it will have at any negotiating table that emerges in the future. And that's a constant process. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin set up what I think is a very effective mechanism when he brought about 40 countries together at Ramstein, Germany, a couple of weeks ago. So there's now an active contact group bringing all these countries together to focus the assistance that Ukraine needs and to make sure that countries are doing what they need to do to provide it. I'm not going to get ahead of that process, including with future deliveries of assistance. All of that is in train and will unfold in the days and weeks ahead.
Maybe from our side first, just to mention our Prime Minister, Sanna Marin, visited 2 days ago Kiev and also Bucha, and of course was shocked what she saw there and all the destruction, and Finland is committed to continue supporting Ukraine, and we have been also sending the lethal packages to Ukraine. The military support to Ukraine is very important at this moment. Then regarding Turkey, our delegations visited actually Wednesday, both from Sweden and Finland. Turkey had a good negotiations there, long negotiations, agreed to continue those talks, and of course we rely on NATO open door policy, which is also supported by Turkey, and we think that these problems can be solved, that which Turkey has been raising, and it's probably very important that some results could be achieved before the Madrid summit, which is an important moment for NATO and also for us as applicant countries in the end of June.
Next, we'll turn to Laura from Finnish MTV News.
Secretary Blinken, so what concretely the United States is going to do with the Turkey so that they would accept Finland joining NATO, and what would be the timeline for this? Do you believe that would really happen before the Madrid summit? And similar question to Minister Haavisto, is it really possible that this could happen before the Madrid summit? And did you receive any concrete promises what the United States could do to help Finland in this process with Turkey?
Thank you. So again, in the first instance, the most important thing is that Finland and Sweden are speaking directly to and with Turkey and working through some of the concerns that Turkey has raised and finding ways to address them. We very much support that process. As I mentioned, we're engaged with Turkey directly as well, but the focus is on the work that Finland, Sweden, and Turkey are doing together to address the concerns. And again, as I said, I'm confident this is going to move forward. As Pekka alluded to a moment ago, we do have the NATO summit coming up in a few weeks, and our full expectation is that this process will move as we head into the summit, as well as at the summit itself. So again, beyond that, I'm not going to get into the specifics, but there's an ongoing, very active conversation between Finland, Sweden, and Turkey that we'll support in any way that we can. I suspect NATO will do so as well.
Thank you for the question. Actually, a couple of weeks ago, I participated in Berlin, the NATO ministerial meeting. We were invited by both Sweden and Finland there by German hosts and NATO hosts, and I have to say that when we had this roundtable discussion about Finnish and Swedish membership, which that day had not yet been decided in our parliament, but already could guess what is coming, we got extraordinary support from majority of the NATO members, very open support, and it looked like countries are competing who will ratify first the applications, and of course that was a very positive signal to us. At the same time, countries have the right to raise concerns. Turkey has raised some concerns regarding the PKK issue, terrorist issues and so forth. PKK is forbidden organization in Finland. We are part of those solutions in the European Union where terrorist organizations are listed. It's the same in Sweden and so forth. And these are the answers that we are giving, of course, in this case to Turkey. We, of course, hope that the process goes smoothly and rapidly because this, what we call the gray zone between the putting the application in and finally getting approved as NATO members, of course, includes some security concerns. We have got the extraordinary strong assurances from countries like US, UK and many others during this period, but of course it's not the same as the NATO Article 5 security guarantees, and that's why we would hope that this process goes smoothly and rapidly.
That concludes our press conference for today. Thank you for joining us.